The white flag mystery seems to be unraveling after two German artists say they did it, and they have video to prove it. They say their climb to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge to replace the American flags with bleached ones was a harmless expression of art. The Astoria man found sitting naked on top of a buoy just off the tip of Governor's Island over there says he was just out for a swim, but the currents of the Hudson River were too strong and swept him away. According to this report, the worst intersection in the city is here, where 8 people were killed or injured between 2007 and 2011. The tour bus driver is out of jail after a preliminary test showed alcohol and drugs were not involved in an accident that injured more than a dozen people right here on Times Square.
I think people ride too fast. I think that pedestrians are part of the main problem with bike accidents.
Many cyclists, like ER nurse Renee Parley, bike to work, so she knows firsthand the obstacles they face on New York City streets.
They've yelled at me, like in my scrubs on the way to work, to get back in the bike lane. I'm like, do you see the garbage truck? I can't ride through a garbage truck.
To make the road safer for both cyclists and drivers, the NYPD launched Operation Safe Cycle. Police are cracking down on cyclists who break the rules of the road. Ben Freed has been weaving around city streets for 16 years, but isn't convinced the program is working.
I think that Operation Safe Cycle, a lot of people who bike have a hard time taking it seriously.
He says the problem is a two-way street.
NYPD, doesn't respect the bike infrastructure that we have.
Police are out looking for cyclists who run red lights, ride against traffic or on the sidewalk, and don't yield to pedestrians.
It would be nice to see the cops issue a few tickets to the people who are really biking recklessly.
Beware drivers, police are looking to ticket cars blocking bike lanes. Drivers like Major Gold say cyclists in general are not the problem on the roads.
I see more problem with people texting while they walk across red lights. Cyclists seem to pay more attention.
The city says more than 4,000 cyclists were hurt last year and there were more than 10 fatalities. The mayor hopes this 2-week program will bring those numbers down. In Greenwich Village, I'm Darius Radzius. It's all smiles in Times Square, the tourist capital of the world. Part of the joy, meeting these characters and superheroes.
He loves Spider-Man, so the moment he saw Spider-Man, he just ran to him and took a picture.
Soon after, the parents gave Spider-Man some cash.
They do work on tips and they expect tips.
However, not every experience is as pleasant for tourists.
Actually, I told him, I said, I only have $6 in my pocket. I'm going to be broke by the end.
Police say tourists complain about some of the characters, whether they're harassing tourists, blocking pedestrians, grabbing them for a picture, or demanding money.
I think there should be some kind of police control, like to see, whether characters are verified, who they are, what the background is.
As the city searches for solutions to encourage friendly behavior, police are telling tourists tipping is optional, but the characters say they're providing a service.
When they go to the restaurant, see, they don't want to leave tips, they don't have to, right? But they want the service.
Only for tips.
For these characters, tips pay the bills, but they say their priority is to make kids happy.
The kid doesn't care about this beautiful building, the propaganda, all the stuff, They care about Elmo, Dora, Cookie Monster, Spider-Man, you know what I mean? So the happiness for the kids, we are the happiness.
In Times Square, I'm Darius Radzius.